Welcome to this yoga practice to release tightness from your hips and find more range of movement. When you're ready, meet me in the kneeling position at the back of your mat. Hands to heart center as you close down your eyes and take a deep breath in, lengthen through your spine, and slowly let it out. Inhale, feel your ribs and belly expand. Exhale, release, slowly breathing out. Take one more deep breath here. Then as you inhale, reach your arms overhead as you lift your hips up over your knees, and exhale to sit hips to heels. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring it down. One more inhale to lift. Right foot steps out to the side on the diagonal. Turn your chest and hips to face slightly to the left and start to pulse in and out to the right, bending into your right knee. We're in our half malasana here, starting to move into that right hip joint. Really lengthen through your spine. Breathe deep, and then hold your hips over to the right. Release your hands to the inside of your right foot. Readjust your back leg so that it's straight down the middle of the mat. And start to pulse your hips back and forth in your lizard pose. Starting to feel into the front of your left hip. Option to open your right knee out to the side. You might choose to take a twist here by bringing your right hand to the inside of your right hip and gently encouraging that knee to open a little further out. And come back to center. Step back to your kneeling position and inhale to reach up, lift the hips. Exhale to release down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more, this time left foot steps to half malasana. And pulse in and out. You might notice a difference from one side to the other. So you might take some slightly different options during the practice on your left and your right side. Let's hold those hips over to the left. Hands release to the inside of your left foot. Readjust your back leg. And begin to rock your hips back and forth, exploring through this movement and seeing where you might be feeling any tightness in your hips today. Let your breath help you. Imagine your breath traveling to any sticky spots here. Maybe that left knee opens out to the side. You might take left hand to left thigh and encourage that knee open. You should be feeling this in your hip rather than your knee. So if you do feel any discomfort in your knee, then bring it closer in towards your body. Let's come back to center. This time tuck your back toes, lift that knee, and find your downward facing dog. Hips lift high. Take a pedal of your legs here, starting to stretch through your hamstrings. And when you're ready, find some stillness. Maybe knees soft, heels lifted, or we might extend the legs. On your next inhale, reach your right leg up. Bend into that knee and start to draw circles in the air with your right knee, rotating through your hip joint. The two more, and one. Then let's reverse those circles. So really using your hip muscles here to lift that knee out to the side and up behind you. Starting to warm up through that hip joint. Next time you have that knee lifted, keep it high. Stack your right hip over your left and press your right heel over towards the left. Opening your hips up to the right. Keep your shoulders, chest facing down towards the mat. Feel free to lift that left heel if it feels best. Take one more inhale here, then exhale, square your hips, bring that knee to chest and step your right foot forward. Walk your hands around to the long edge of your mat, toes facing forward as you come into your wide forward fold. Feel free to take a little rock of your hips side to side here, alternately rotating your thighs internally and externally. Let your head be heavy, your upper body relax. And as you come to center, option to plant your hands or reach for your ankles or the outsides of your legs. Think of drawing up through your thighs, lifting your kneecaps towards your hips. Then hands plant. As you inhale to lift your head and shoulders, turn your heels in, toes out, and lift up strong to your goddess pose. Hips low, arms to cactus. Think of your tailbone releasing down towards the mat as you lift the crown of your head up towards the sky. And bring hands to heart center and start to shift from side to side, bending into one knee, then the other. Now you can stay high, or if it feels good to go a little lower, you might choose to flex the foot of your extended leg. Think of sending your hips back as you move between sides. Maybe fingertips come down to the mat. And next time you find yourself over to the left, take a pause. Left hand plants. Inhale, right arm lifts, taking a twist here. You can really use your upper left arm to press into the inside of that knee. Maybe taking your gaze up towards that top hand as you lift your chest open. On your next exhale, release that right hand down. Walk your hands around to frame your left foot. Then step back to your three-legged dog, left leg lifts, bend the knee, and we'll go right into those hip circles. Drawing circles in the air with your left knee. As you push the mat away with your hands, lengthen through your spine. One more. And let's switch the direction of those circles. Using the muscles to press that knee high, squeeze through the glutes as you lift. Breathing deep here. Next time that knee is lifted, keep it up. Stack left hip over right, heel presses over towards the right. As you squeeze your left glutes to lift that knee a little higher. Beautiful, keep breathing deep here. On your next exhale, square your hips, knee to chest, step it through. Walk your hands around to the side, find your wide-legged fold once again. You can choose to do the same rock of your hips side to side, or you might add in a little walk with your hands over towards one foot and the other. Notice how whichever movement you've chosen changes the sensations through your body as you move. Notice where you feel it in different parts of your hips, your legs, maybe your spine. And then come to rest in the center. Upper body relaxes, legs engaged. On your next inhale, lift halfway with your head and shoulders. Bring your right hand to the center of the mat and lift your left arm high. Holding here for a full breath. as you feel that twist for your spine. Gazing upward if that feels okay for your balance. Use your next exhale to release that arm down, swap the hands. Inhale, right arm lifts. Push down through your left hand. On your next exhale, release the hand down. Turn your heels in, toes out. Let's find that goddess pose once again. Elbows in line with your shoulders as you press them slightly back, feeling that stretch across your chest. Lower abdominals engaged here as you breathe deeply into your ribs. And bring hands to heart and take that shift from side to side. You can stay high or you can go lower. It's up to you. And as I mentioned at the start, you might choose a different option here. Maybe going a little deeper as your body warms up. Or it might feel better to keep a softer option. Let's now find that pause over to the left. Right hand plants. As you use an inhale to lift your left arm high, open your chest up towards the sky. Really extend through your left fingertips. And push your left heel away from you. Release your hand to the mat. Walk around to the top of the mat to frame your right foot. Step back to your three-legged dog and then release that right foot down to meet your left. Take a rock of your hips side to side here to release out through your lower back. Take a deep breath in and exhale, gently come down to your child's pose. Knees wide, hips towards your heels as you reach your fingertips forward. Let your forehead rest on the mat. And take deep breaths here as you feel that breath expand into the back of your body. And exhale, feel a little more heaviness as you release towards the mat. On your next inhale, start to lift, walk your hands towards you. And we'll take our hero pose here. So you might stay with hips onto your heels. If it feels okay, you can widen your knees a little, widen your feet, and lower your hips in between your feet. If that feels too much for your knees or for your ankles, feel free to take the kneeling position that we did at the beginning of class. Or you could sit up onto a block or a cushion. Bring hands to heart center and take a few deep breaths here. Really tuning into your inhale and exhale. Each time you breathe out, see if you can find a little more softness through your hips. Reach the crown of your head tall on your inhales. And we'll take one more deep breath here. After your exhale, release your hands down in front of you. Carefully make your way through to a seated position. Plant your feet in front. Take your hands behind your hips and give your knees a slow rock from side to side, releasing through your lower back and your hips. come to meet me in a cross-legged position in the center of your mat. Use your next inhale to reach your right arm up overhead, and exhale, take that right hand to your left knee as you twist towards the left, gazing back over your left shoulder. Stay here for one full breath. And as you inhale, keep your right hand where it is, turn your chest back towards the center, left arm reaches up and over towards the right as you take a side stretch. One full inhale here, really feel your left side expand. And exhale, release to center and swap the crossing of your feet, so opposite foot comes in front. Inhale, left arm lifts. Exhale, take that twist to the right, left hand to right knee, gazing behind you. Use an inhale to lengthen your spine, and exhale to twist a little deeper. Inhale, left hand stays where it is as you reach your right arm up and over, turning your chest forward. Deep breath in, and exhale, come around to center. Then inhale to reach both arms up. Exhale, hands together, draw them to heart center, giving thanks for your practice. And thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Have a beautiful day. Thank you for joining me and for supporting my little channel. It really does mean a lot to me. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I look forward to practicing with you again next time.